Hello friends, welcome to my latest community project, COVID vaccine distribution records management and strategy app. Now, like my all other community projects, this project is also MIT style license. What that means to you is that you are free to download absolutely free of any cost. You can even change it as per your business requirement, but I'm not liable or I do not provide any warranty what you are going to do with this. The target audience or the people who should be using this are the local communities or the local healthcare provider who are looking for a useful application which they can deploy it on their local cloud and use it through iOS, Android, or even web application. From the technology perspective, as you can see, this code is built in Dart. I've used the latest technologies like Google Firebase, actually Firestore database, and the Flutter as the front end. So, in my opinion, like Flutter and Google Firebase, these technologies are very capable of storing millions and millions of records and handle large volume. I've also deployed this application live on the web. So if anybody is interested to see a live demo, you can go to getcovidvaccine.web.app and you can browse through this application. You can see it live in action. Now, before you start download or start using this application, a word of caution that this application does not endorse, authorize, promote, or any market or any vaccine brand. This is completely community project. And also, on the other hand, I strongly recommend and encourage everyone to comply and follow your local government, healthcare provider guidelines set up for pandemic COVID-19 vaccination. Now, this app is for the local community who want a quick and useful way to keep records of users who seek vaccination, which everyone should be prescribed as per a healthcare provider. There are three different parts of this app. One, this app should be seen as a record keeping books management kind of application. Okay, and as you can see, it can store GBs of picture documentation, lab reports, etc. It's a very useful front end application. Second part of the app really deals with contact tracing application kind of functionality, and that's a separate app. I'm going to add the link to this video of the description so that you can download if you, in case you are interested in this kind of application. Third part of this application is only for the research purpose. Now, my team is working on an AI research script. What that research script does, that it reads the user's data, not the personal data. So data like, your age group and your gender, the place you are living in, the family, household, those kind of a thing, and whether you have been exposed to any of those pandemic or COVID virus situation. So this app, actually this research script, what it does, it tries to predict that who should be vaccinated first based on your geographical location or gender and those kind of a thing. Now this part is totally voluntary, and user will have an option to decline to this part, to decline to participate to this aspect. Now with that said, let's go jump on the demo. So as you can see, this is the front end application, and you will see the fourth tab. Actually, it takes you to log into this page. Now here you can sign up. As you can see, you can also use a social authentication. My long-term plan is right now you can only use a Google account, but you can also include Facebook or GitHub or Twitter or whatever the social authentication one want to use. So here I'm just going to use a simple email account. So for example, if I go and try to sign up a new account, and I'm going to put an account which already is in use. Intentionally, I'm going to do that so that it should come back and tell me and come back with an error that this account is already taken. So in this case, this is a fake account. I'm just going to sign up, and as you can see, it came back with an error that this email already exists. Now I'm going to use, because I already know the password. So again, I'm logging in as a patient only. So for example, Amit1 is a patient and he logs into that application. So let me put the password 1, sign in. So the first screen you're going to see is going to ask you that you want to log out or you want to go to settings page. So let's click on the settings page, and here it asks for your email or phone number and your username or any name. So this is the basic account level information. Now, as you can see on the upper hand, so you will see here the user will be able to set up an appointment. So here you go set up an appointment, you pick a date and your name and the phone number. So as you can see, it opens a nice calendar, and you can pick up any vaccination date. In long term, it will come back if the date is already taken. It will say, this appointment cannot be taken, and it will not give you. But here, just say, for example, okay, I saved this data and I took an appointment. Now, couple of other things you will see that you can put the comments that I need a wheelchair, or if you have some allergic condition, whatever you want to convey to your healthcare provider, you can add those information. Second tab is the contact tracing and the records. So here, once you get the vaccination, you can come back and see all the vaccination you have been given to you in the past, and it will also tell you what is your next appointment date. So other side of it, the user again is as a patient, you can put your information. This is very, very important aspect, capturing your personal data. So for example, you can say, okay, what is your ID number? So some people like say, it's very important to, identify who your patient is. So you choose any of these options. Again, you can add or update more options, like, some place you want you recognized by driving license or whatever you want to add. And also, it has the option to upload the picture or scan the, patient's ID. So you can do that. Right now it's disabled, but in the pro version or maybe near future, I will enable that. Some other very useful information this app captures, that, for example, what is your occupation? And you might ask, how does it relate? But, sometimes it's very, it's good to know that, and if you have been suspected, infected or recovered, like, if you have been exposed to any COVID situation. So this app, you can, capture those information as well. And this actually in long term, it helps your healthcare provider decide what kind of vaccine or whether you should get vaccinated or not, those kind of information. One more feature it captures, like, it asks you what kind of, like, if you are a corona warrior. So for example, if you are a frontline worker, so it asks you if you're a healthcare worker or, like, your law enforcement, senior citizen, things like that. So it's good to have capturing, those information, so that your local healthcare provider can decide and they can prioritize your vaccination depending on your answers. So some other, like, information, as you can see, again, you can add an update or record, delete as much information. It's totally depend on you. You can customize this application. But here I just put some basic requirements, like, tell me about your travel history, siblings, the people living in your house, if you're involved in some parties or something like that. And here you have one option that, if you do want to participate in the AI research we talked about, yes or no. So, this captures very basic essential information from the patient perspective. Okay, now let me log out. So now let me log in as a healthcare provider. So I'm going to log out, click on log out. And here, again, this is a fake account you can use, info@elishconsulting.com, if you are interested how the admin part works. So let's go log in as info@elishconsulting.com, and I'm going to put the password as password1. Now, remember, this is an admin. So the guy, Amit_1, who just took an appointment, so if an admin goes there, admin will see totally different menu. So let's go click onto the settings, and this application knows, like, if you're an admin, you see it shows the appointments and supply chain and reports and sign out. So let's go click on appointments. So you will see all today's appointment. So for example, you will see all the patients who have taken the appointment. So let's go see the appointment number 3. So this is the appointment I just booked. Now, if you click on this, everything here, you can see, this is your health provider. If he clicks on the get patient data, is going to read all your patient information and bring back here. So here, your healthcare provider, your doctor sees all this information very handy and say, yeah, you know what, everything is good. And then he decides to give you the vaccine, or he can even decline it. Now, as you can see, there are two different things. So vaccination date. So this is your healthcare provider. This is your vaccination date. And he also sets the next appointment date. As you can see, the next appointment date, the calendar is smart enough. It calculates the 30 days from now, and it give you the next date after 30 days of the vaccination date. That's pretty much it. Let me quickly save it. So now this is vaccine is given to that. As you can see, read the message. It says vaccine is given. Now, and also patient is given a new appointment date. So now if the patient goes back and log in, he will be able to see his vaccine records updated, and a new appointment date has been set up. So, you can use this app to set up a reminder to that person. Hey, you know what? You already got first dose of vaccine. Your next vaccination is due on this particular date. So that's also, it's a great functionality to use. Let me just go log out and log back in as the patient, Amit_1 @ yahoo.com. Let's go put the password. And this time, if I go back to the system and click on my records, again, this is the patient logging in. So if the patient goes and click on the records, see, this patient sees that, okay, this is the vaccination date, and this is my next appointment date has been given like this. Okay, now let's go back to the admin panel. I want to show you some very cool functionalities. So admin, and not only, it gives the vaccination record. I added a couple of very useful features to manage the supply chain perspective. of this. So you might be wondering what is supply chain perspective. Now let's go click on this supply chain and the reports. So as you can see, appointments we already covered. So reports. So for example, you want to know how many appointments you had in one day and how many doses you gave in a day. Now, rest of the reports I will cover those in a minute, but I think these two we covered. Again, I'm going to upload these reports later on. Now let's go supply chain perspective. So what is supply chain? So again, when you're a healthcare provider. So in my mind, those are little tiny vaccination distribution center. Now these centers, they just so as you can see, they need the vaccine in stock. You have the cold storage or local refrigerator where you have stored this medicine. So but you got those medicine from a warehouse. So warehouse is the place where you store all this bulk quantity of the vaccines, and the centers, the distribution center, are the places where the vaccination has been given to the individual patients. So here first let's just start with the item. So item is, for example, there is a item ID. It could be any medicine ID or whatever, the vaccination ID. So for example, you have Pfizer vaccine or Moderna or maybe COVID, whatever vaccine you are giving, okay, depending on your community. You can capture the items, that vaccine information here. You can also pricing, whatever those quantity, you just set up the basic item attributes. So item is your vaccine, and then you can also set up the vendors. Now, so for example, how do you get a vaccine? So you create a purchase order. You say, okay, from this from this vendor, okay, I want to buy this particular vaccine. So this information, so here you raise the demand. Okay, you are saying, okay, warehouse is saying, okay, I created a purchase order for this vendor and I need these many quantities of the particular vaccine in my area. So this is the intent of the purchase order. Again, you can update and add and delete more information as per your business requirement. Now, what is MSR? MSR is material service request. So for example, warehouse create a purchase order, material service request is the local distribution center. So local distribution center says, okay, I need this many vaccines from my warehouse. So from warehouse to local distribution center, so that you're not going to put all the vaccines in the vaccination center. No, you keep it frozen in one warehouse, and then you just take out certain items, how many you need. And again, as you can see, you can capture different aspects. For example, what is the order date, receipt date, return date, and the quantities. Again, so what the essence of this application is trying to give you at any given point of time a local distribution center, how many quantities it has on hand. So that aspect, in my opinion, is very, very important. That suppose there are 100 different local tiny vaccine centers, and you always need to know you store the quantities only what you are supposed to store. So this supply chain aspect of this application, it also helps your healthcare to use vaccine, and you make sure that your vaccines don't go discarded. You make the best use of it. So again, this application again is deals with the supply chain perspective. So I think I covered a lot. It's a very basic application, and I just wanted, it's my gift to my community. It's a community project. I just I just thought okay, let's do something about it, because this is the only skills I have to. So building apps. So that's the reason I built an app. Again, you can find all of this information to my GitHub repository. You will find even if time permits and if I get enough interest, enough inquiries, I will do another video how to install this application. And if you're interested in local deploying in your local cloud. But this application I have personally tested. There are very useful features. The notification side of it, the storage side of it, it can deal with millions and millions of records. So you don't need to worry about the performance. And the best aspect is the artificial intelligence research aspect of it. So for example, in case a lot of people are struggling to understand who should get vaccines first. I totally get that. You need to have your corona warriors and, the frontline workers, they should get the vaccinated first, your senior citizens, but also there are some other aspects. So the research side of it, it helps government make decisions, make informed, useful decisions. Again, this app is not meant to capture anybody's personal information, is not a violation to anybody's privacies. I want to make sure that everybody who's using this, if you download this and start using this application, please make sure that you comply with the local government laws. Okay, and I strictly prohibit that you should not be using any personal data for any personal use. All right, so this, like my all other projects, is a MIT style like project. So please feel free to download it and start using it. There are a few bugs, so again I will keep my GitHub repository updated, and this is the live source code. You can download the entire source code for free. And if you're interested, maybe next video what I will do, if there is enough interest in people, if I get enough inquiries, I will do another video and tell you how to install this on your local cloud. Well, I hope you like this project, and I wish you all the best. Please subscribe to this channel, and please give it a star to this repository if you like it. Thank you very much.